In the month of January, NASCAR has made some big moves that fans all see as positives. It's not just January, in late 2025 they were also making good decisions. Chicagoland was announced to be coming back onto the schedule for 2026. And the finale is coming back to Homestead, Miami, which has been requested by fans for a while. North Wilkesboro is now getting a 400 lap points race after hosting the All-Star race for a few years. It's gonna be interesting seeing how the cars race there with the new package and there being more laps and cars on track. NASCAR is also increasing the horsepower to 750 at short tracks and road courses, which should hopefully make the cars harder to drive, making the racing better. For 2026, Ram is joining the Truck Series, which could allow Dodge to join the Cup Series as early as 2027. Prime Video is returning for 2026 obviously, and was the best TV provider by far for NASCAR in 2025. NASCAR going to the Naval Base weeks from celebrating America's 250th anniversary will be great too. NASCAR bringing back the oval for the Chase race, which was announced a few hours ago, is also another plus for the 2026 season. The Roval had some good moments like the 2018 finish and Aj Allmendinger winning in 2023, but other than that fans have been begging for its removal, especially since the Next Gen's race amazing at Charlotte. Sadly, this means that the entirety of the chase will be at ovals, but this move shows that NASCAR is finally listening to its fans. Speaking of the chase has officially been brought back for 2026. This was the format that I personally wanted because I hated the idea of a 10-race playoff with 2 rounds. This is probably the fairest championship format that NASCAR was gonna choose, but I think the chase field shouldn't be 16, it should be 14 or 12. This is a format that NASCAR fans are already used to and might pull a few older fans back into the sport that watched during NASCAR's peak or around the early 2010s. NASCAR has some prospects that fans can easily get behind, like Connor Zilisch, who last year in the O'Reilly Series won 11 races and probably should have won the championship, but due to the playoff format he didn't. Carson Hocevar could also make a splash because he showed a lot of speed at intermediates and basically at every kind of racetrack. He's a driver who has high highs but low lows, like the Mexico City race. There's also Ty Gibbs, who is still looking for his first career win in Cup. He definitely could win at Bristol, where he's shown speed, or a super speedway. There's also CVG, who won for road course races last year, and with his improvements on the ovals he could have a chance at making the chase. I personally don't see him making it, but I'm not going to rule out that he can. NASCAR also returned to Rockingham, which could possibly get a Cup race soon. Just look at the fans in the stands, and that's just for O'Reilly Series race. During races, look in the stands and then compare it to how they looked during the early 2010s. NASCAR could probably get back to that level of popularity in the next 10 years if they continue to make good choices. Like I said earlier about bringing older fans, these schedule changes like bring back the Brickyard for 100, Chicagoland, Rockingham, and North Wilkesboro could allow older fans to get back into the sport again. As someone who started watching NASCAR in this decade, I didn't get to see what NASCAR was like in its peak and how popular it was. Prime could definitely bring in new fans with how much it promotes it. Their graphics were spot on, and that influenced NBC to basically use the Prime graphics. NASCAR also did the Creator Series, which also could open up NASCAR to an entire new audience when they featured Twitch streamers. The Rising 5-episode series that was on YouTube got over 1 million views on each episode. That documentary focused on rising stars in NASCAR, giving fans more underdogs to root for. New sponsors like Chili's and Kufindi also put a lot of effort into NASCAR by promoting. NASCAR is finally accepting that it's not a stick and ball sport, and that it's racing. Playoffs don't work that same in football as they do in NASCAR. NASCAR is starting to undo some of its worst mistakes, and by the end of the decade NASCAR could finally start resurging in popularity once again. 2025 was a season where NASCAR hit all-time lows in viewership, and there is no way it's gonna continue to regress into 2026 with all these positive changes.